Hello! Welcome back to Glass in the Dark. Today, we're excited to share highlights from the 25th annual Vaseline Glass Collectors Convention. This is the third and final video in our series from this convention. In the past, Glass in the Dark has released videos that showcase only the table displays, but this year had so many big moments. We wanted to give you a full walkthrough of the entire convention experience. We'll cover tours, lectures, displays, shopping, and of course, some of the fun extras that make this event so special. But before we dive in, let's do a quick recap for anyone who's new to the channel. Vaseline glass is a type of uranium glass that has a signature yellow color. Under a black light, it glows with an incredible intensity. Because it's been produced for well over a century, you'll find everything from antique tableware to modern art glass pieces. VGCI, or Vaseline Glass Collectors Inc., is a club dedicated entirely to this fascinating color of glass. Their mission is to educate and unify Vaseline glass collectors everywhere. Each year they host a convention in a different US city, and this time we made our way to Corning, New York. This was the fourth convention we've attended, and we're thrilled to bring the whole experience to you in this video. During the trip, we captured so much content that we've created 2 companion videos where you can take a closer look. So buckle up, we're off to Corning, New York for the 25th VGCI convention. This milestone convention gathered collectors from across the globe for a week filled with activities. Here is a breakdown of what we did. Day trips to local museums and glass-related points of interest. Member-curated table displays. Evening socials and dinners. Shopping opportunities. And lectures and presentations. The Dorflinger Factory Museum in White Mills, Pennsylvania celebrates the legacy of Christian Dorflinger. His company produced elegant cut crystal, even supplying the White House during the Gilded Age. Today, the museum displays his stunning work and original factory equipment, offering an immersive look at America's glassmaking history. Walking through the displays, I was amazed by the craftsmanship and attention to detail. My favorite standout piece was this cut crystal baseball bat. But the real treat was our second stop, the Vaseline Glass Museum in Hawley, Pennsylvania. Tucked into the basement of the Hawley Antique Exchange is the largest collection of Vaseline glass on display to the public in the world. Curated by fellow VGCI members Eric and Ida Martin, the museum showcases thousands of glowing pieces, from everyday tableware to rare and unusual designs. This is an amazing place to get lost in, and when they turn on the black light, the entire museum glows bright. You can check out our full video from the museum if you'd like to see more. The second optional tour was a bus trip to several churches featuring original Tiffany stained glass windows. That isn't quite my thing, so instead, I decided to spend my day buried in books at the Corning Museum's Rakow Research Library. The Rakow Research Library is the world's most comprehensive resource on glass. The sheer volume of knowledge there is overwhelming. The collection includes things like original manufacturers' catalogs, detailed research papers, advertising archives, collectors' books, and newsletters from dozens of glass collecting clubs. I even found early issues of VGCI's Glowing Report, which gave me a glimpse into the club's origins. The library also includes an archive of recorded media. This includes glass documentaries, collecting club videos, glass blowing tutorials, and more. My favorite find? A VHS recording of William Heacock, the late great collector and researcher whose books I've admired for years. I had never seen him on film before, and it was an absolute thrill to watch him work and hear him speak. If you're also a fan of William Heacock, I've got great news for you. I tracked down a digital copy of the video, which I'll be releasing here on the channel soon. Make sure you're subscribed to find out when it releases. The Rakow Research Library is open to the public by appointment only. If you're a glass nerd like me, I'd highly suggest a visit. The Corning Museum of Glass is one of the world's premier destinations for glass lovers. Located in Corning, New York, it houses over 50,000 objects that span over 3,500 years of glassmaking history, from ancient artifacts to cutting-edge contemporary art. Visitors can explore stunning galleries, watch live glass blowing in the hot shop, and even try hands-on glassmaking experiences. It is an absolute must-see stop for any collector or anyone fascinated by the beauty and science of glass. Because of the size and scope of the museum, VGCI provided us with 2 day passes so that we could come and go and attend as many events as possible. Here is just a taste of what this incredible museum has in store. As a part of the exhibition, members curate table displays to showcase different parts of their collection. These are often built around creative, historical, or scientific themes. There are 3 categories to display under, each having a winner chosen by vote. This includes Best Theme, Most Educational, and Best Visual. Let's take a look at what was shown. Though we've never covered it before, there's also a best single piece category. These individual pieces are usually the crown jewel of someone's collection. The quality of what was shared at this event was amazing. Here is a look at the entries. If you're wondering if there are opportunities where you could actually buy glass, the answer is a big yes. Each convention has a commemorative piece that can be purchased with your registration. On site, there is room-to-room shopping and a silent auction. There are also opportunities to buy glass at the museum gift shops. This year's convention piece was a Vaseline Glass Rosenthal Medusa head made for Versace. As a surprise bonus, VGCI gave each attendee an etched shot glass to commemorate the 25th convention. In room-to-room shopping, which is a highlight for many, the sellers set up shop right in their hotel rooms. After referencing a list of which rooms are selling, attendees walk from door to door and floor to floor on a hunt for treasure. It's part flea market, part scavenger hunt, and part social hour. Some of these rooms contain very scarce pieces, and the prices can be surprisingly good. Last but not least, a silent auction runs through the convention and concludes on Saturday evening. Attendees are welcome to submit glass to sell in the silent auction, and sometimes collections are donated. This has been a great way to score some deals. Starting bids are low, but competition heats up towards the end, and you really need to watch those bids. No VGCI convention would be complete without Vaseline Glass Bingo, a quirky mix of bingo and white elephant. Everyone brings a wrapped Vaseline glass item worth about $35, and winners can either unwrap a new gift or steal someone else's. As you can imagine, the steals get quite dramatic when something especially desirable shows up. There are even audible gasps when someone unwraps a scarce, underappraised gem. This event has become a favorite for nearly every attendee. The educational side of the convention is just as important. The convention includes a variety of presentations that get really in-depth to help you better understand the history of glass. On Friday, Jenny Monroe presented the history of Steuben glass, a maker that became famous for its crystal designs and innovations in glassmaking techniques. Saturday morning featured the authors of Bryce Glass. This newly released book explores the history of Bryce Brothers Company and showcases many of their stunning Vaseline glass patterns. The authors even brought along a few Vaseline glass examples to help illustrate their research. Can you tell which one I wanted? Saturday evening was a real treat. Cal Hackman of the Stretch Glass Society brought in an enormous display of exquisite pieces. He gave a lecture on the history, making, and use of stretch glass around the home. We filmed his entire presentation and uploaded it separately, so be sure to watch that if you want a deep dive. That just about covers our experience at the 25th Annual Vaseline Glass Collectors Convention. Every time we've attended, we come away with new knowledge, new friendships, and incredible memories. The next convention will have us heading to Hyannis, Massachusetts, and you can bet I'll be there. If you'd like to learn more about VGCI, visit vaselineglass.org. Membership is open to collectors worldwide and includes 4 issues of the Glowing Report newsletter each year. Even better, all past issues dating back to the 1990s are now available to members online. Thanks so much for sticking with us through this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe so you'll know when our next uranium glass video drops. We'll be back again soon with more glowing content. But until then, happy hunting. The Corning Museum of The Corning Museum of Glass is one of the world's most premier destinations for glass lovers.